пидорасы!
Ukrainian Defense Forces eliminated Russian subversive group in center of Pokrovsk. Recently, an enemy sabotage and reconnaissance group infiltrated the center of Pokrovsk in the Donetsk region. A clash took place near the railway station, according to the 7th Rapid Response Corps, 7th Air Assault Corps. During the advance, the occupiers committed another war crime. They opened fire on civilians, killing several. The Joint Strike and Search Group of the Defense Forces quickly detected the enemy and eliminated the Russian saboteurs hiding in the station. Following the incident, additional forces and resources were deployed to reinforce the defense of Pokrovsk. Special groups are screening possible infiltration routes and patrolling the city around the clock. Over the past 2 days, the Ukrainian military has eliminated 14 occupiers attempting to operate within the city. Local authorities and the military are urging civilians to avoid moving around the city unless absolutely necessary and to heed air raid warnings. The situation remains tense in the area of responsibility of the 7th Rapid Response Corps of the Air Assault Forces, the group said. The enemy is trying to expand the gray zone around Pokrovsk and is attempting to break through from several directions. According to the Corps, the enemy has significantly increased the intensity of attacks with guided aerial bombs. On October 12, 76 guided bombs were dropped in the Pokrovsk agglomeration. From October 13 to 19, 372 were dropped, almost twice as many as the previous week. Nevertheless, the defense forces are holding their positions, destroying subversive groups, and maintaining control of the operational situation in the Pokrovsk area. As a reminder, the 7th Rapid Response Corps recently repelled an attempted assault near Mirnorad. Meanwhile, the main Russian mission for the summer campaign has officially failed, in direct violation of Putin's order and deadline. Instead of taking control of the entire Donbass, the Russians lost thousands of soldiers and hundreds of armored vehicles without being able to even capture Pokrovsk. Ukrainian troops have launched a clearing operation across the Dobropilya sector, especially around Volodymyrivka, which became a graveyard for Russian armor during the recent failed mechanized assaults. After days of relentless fighting, dozens of Russian tanks and armored vehicles now lie scattered and burning across the fields. Ukrainian infantry, supported by reconnaissance and FPV drones, are searching through the gray zone, targeting surviving Russians hiding in basements and bushes. Those who can still walk are fleeing, but not eastward toward their own lines, rather deeper into the salient toward Nikonorivka and Zadishok, seeking refuge among the already encircled Russian forces that have been trapped for weeks. Ukrainian soldiers report that this chaotic flight is only refilling the pocket with more troops, sealing their own fate. With limited ammunition, minimal food, and no escape routes, these Russians are essentially walking into their own death trap. Every additional Russian inside the pocket makes it easier for Ukrainians to locate and destroy them under the constant drone fire control. The Ukrainian General Staff reports steady progress, recapturing several square kilometers and consolidating control over Volodymyr-Rivka and Mayak. Commander-in-Chief Alexander Syrsky, who recently visited the front, confirmed that counter-sabotage and clearing operations are ongoing to eliminate Russian reconnaissance groups and isolated units still hiding in the area. Syrsky said that his forces will remain active after holding a field briefing with the commanders overseeing the Dobropilya counteroffensive. Since August 21st, Ukrainian troops have neutralized nearly 13,945 Russian soldiers, with over 8,400 killed, 5,400 wounded, and 124 captured. The operation is now entering its consolidation phase, with units securing logistics routes and fortifying newly regained ground. Meanwhile, Ukrainian drones continue hunting down stragglers and supply vehicles, ensuring no new Russian enforcements can reach the front. This renewed Ukrainian advance has shattered Russia's carefully staged narrative. The summer offensive, touted as the operation that would finally secure the rest of Donbass for the Russians, was supposed to start with the capture of Pokrovsk, a key logistical hub. From there, Russian generals plan to swing northeast to outflank the Ukrainian defensive belt stretching from Kosynivka to Sloviansk. Over 100,000 troops were committed to this goal, backed by months of talks promising swift results. Instead, the Russian army has failed to achieve a single strategic objective, only capturing fields, tree lines, and isolated settlements across the front. Notably, for the first time in the war, Moscow launched a major summer offensive with almost no tank reserves, relying instead on motorcycles and refurbished relics from storage. However, the expanded Ukrainian drone control has rendered even those useless, striking deep into Russian formations up to 25 kilometers behind the front. Meanwhile, precision strikes by HIMARS, long-range drones, and missiles have devastated Russian supply depots, fuel convoys, and command posts. Every ton of destroyed ammunition pushes resupply back by weeks, paralyzing Russian operations. Even the brief Russian advance toward Dobropilya ended in humiliation, and what was supposed to be a breakthrough that needed to take Pokrovsk into a pocket ended in disaster. The failure could not have come at a worse time for Russian high command, as Putin personally set the Donbass capture deadline at before the winter, with Russian political leadership boasting that the Russian army would complete the mission within months. Overall, with the autumn rains turning the battlefield into mud and Ukrainian artillery and drones maintaining total fire control, Russia's Donbass campaign has stalled completely. The offensive season will soon be over, and Russia's long-term goal to liberate Donbass is once again out of reach. All Putin's army achieved was to dig itself deeper into the stalemate, literally and politically, as Ukraine's counteroffensives push forward and another of his promises turns into dust. Now, even the American president has acknowledged the worsening situation of the Russians and is openly discussing Ukraine's willingness to counterattack with stronger military support.